Shalom, Jah people. Shalom, shalom. I come to tell you guys that I cannot buy a red bell pepper ever again. I feel some kind of way because every time I cut it open, you see the top of it with all of these little seeds inside of it. You cut it open and it looks just like a cervix. That's what cervical cancer looks like. And ironically, if you eat enough of those bell peppers with all of the folates that's inside of it, because cervical cancer is a folate deficiency, is a B9 deficiency. And that is exactly what it needs to cure it. So this is all about women right now. This is all about all of my women's formula that I haven't talked about yet and finally get a chance to talk about it. It's all about balancing out your hormones, restoring and rejuvenating your vaginal dryness and regulating the menstrual cycle. So all of those things is basically a hormone imbalance. These hormones are produced right there in your pituitary gland that has to send down signals, send down these hormones to the ovaries, which go through pathways like with your luteinizing hormone, which is LH, and your FSH, which is follicle stimulating hormone, that helps the ovary release its egg in order for progesterone and estrogen to be regulated. That's how you create fertility. That's how you have a good balance in your menstruation cycle. And that's how you keep good vaginal fluids. The pH of the vaginal canal, or its fluids, is around about 3.5 to 4.5. That is equivalent to a beer. It's very acidic. Well, not very acidic. It's, I would say, in the middle, slightly acidic. But they got this beer called the Yoni beer that's coming out, made in Europe. I don't know why, but you can look it up. It's called the Yoni beer. Actually from the vaginal fluids of, certain models and things like that I don't know. But we're trying to balance it out. So I had this product, the formula, called the hormone balancer. Hormone balancer has these things in it that helps, aid in fertility. It aids in regulating the hormones, all of your mood swings, clearing up hormonal acne, all those different type of things. Reducing excessive hair growth, that anti-androgen, because what you need is the progesterone to be balanced, so that androgens does not form. That's how that excess hair growth is formed. In this hormone balancer, we need things that are helping the hormones, like good fats, good essential omega-3 fatty acids that help the hormones get in balance, like vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil helps also lubricate the vaginal walls. It stops the damage of friction in the vaginal canal. The vitamin E also helps to regulate that blood flow. So if you don't get a chance to use vitamin E, I want to say that you use things like eat more flax seeds, avocados, all those good fats that help bring more lubrication, because those are the good fats that it needs. It's also, when it comes to like urinary tract infections, people don't know that the phthalates inside of chicken can cause urinary tract infections. And also, sexual intercourse, certain condoms, certain tampons, all the chemicals like the dioxins inside of tampons may raise the pH level of the vagina. And also sexual intercourse, because the semen is around about, depending on how alkaline his semen is, most semen is alkaline. It could disrupt the pH balance of the vagina. So some women that have like heavy menstrual bleeding and it lasts about 6 days, 7 days, you should never last that long. You should never last that long. You're supposed to last around about 3, maximum 3, sometimes 4, but no more than 4. Really, you shouldn't. Because if so, then you got a vitamin K deficiency. That's what's helping the blood clot. Now, women, you should not be clotting no more than 1 day. That should be around about the second day. If you clot for more than 1 day, then you probably, vitamin K is off balance. You need to probably see a doctor. The advice that I'm giving right now is, I'm just a chronic researcher. I study chemicals, I study, biochemistry, and the herbs. So things that help for that, like red clover. You got musta, and what's my favorite Indian herb? Ashoka. I'm making a couple of uterine strength right now. This is my Ashoka from Ayurvedic medicine. Great herb. Strengthens the uterus, promotes the regulation of the menstrual cycle. It promotes a growth in the endometrial lining. And it helps to eliminate that congestion, because some women have discharge, and that's normal because we have to keep cleansing. The vagina is self-cleansing, so you should not put things in it that is not going to promote the cleansing and the regulation of pH in there. So when there is a condition like yeast infections and candida, there's an over proliferation of that lactobacillus. That's a bacteria. Now, the doctors want to give you an antibiotic, and it pretty much creates another condition of yeast infection. So, in order to thin that out, you want to use, things like antimicrobial, antibacterial herbs or foods, for that matter, like garlic. Garlic helps thin out the candida, the yeast infection. You want to leave that in overnight to make sure that you're getting all of the bad bacteria out. That is a natural cleansing right there. Also, the urinary tract infections. We'll use things like cranberry juice. Cranberry juice has these PACs in it. It's the main active ingredient. It's called proanthocyanins, is the scientific word, that helps prevent the bacteria from sticking to the urinary tract, so that it does not cause an infection. So cranberry juice is a great thing to use. Start eating things for your vitamin K. For your vitamin K, with things like romaine lettuce, your kale. You don't have to eat that all the time. You don't want to create too many oxalates inside of the blood. I'm going to give another video about oxalates. Also, when you're having these pains, you should not have any pains at all. I mean, I got all these different herbs everywhere, for uterine strength. This is not going to give you any pain. This is actually going to help you self-regulate. 3 days. I've had all these, my clinical experience with the people, just giving them these good herbs, these natural herbs have led me to, give proof that 3 days, no cramps, no bloating, none of that. So there's no reason why you should go through any of those things. So you're taking Midol, taking aspirins, Tylenol, and all these different things to try to get rid of the excess pain, when you are actually creating a heavier blood flow when you're doing that. Those medicines have salicylates in it. And I talked about that earlier in one of my videos. I forget the name of it, but I said that salicylic acid comes from the white willow bark tree, and that is for pain. But too many of it, excess or too much of it, will cause excess bleeding. So Midol, Tylenol, acetaminophen, all those different things are terrible when it comes to handling pain for your menstruation. Also, I understand that a lot of women may crave chocolate. That's a good thing. Your body is telling you that cocoa, which is chocolate, has a lot of magnesium in it. Things that have a lot of magnesium in it would be like squash, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. Those are the things you want to eat for magnesium. Those are the things you want to eat for magnesium. Basically, you're losing magnesium, calcium, iron. Those things are causing you to have headaches. Because what's happening is, with the headache situation, it can be on the right side of the head, and then that lets you know that your left ovary has released its egg. It's opposite that way. Each month is opposite. One follicle stimulates the left for 1 month, and then the next month it stimulates the right. That's how it works. And ovulation comes, between 1 and 14 days, and then the rest of the 14 to 28 days, then we got progesterone. And that is to let you know if you're going to be pregnant or not, if you're having sexual intercourse. Yeah. So this week I was just mainly want to talk to people about, cleansing up the reproductive system. I will be coming out with a prenatal herb formula this week. Look for the advertisements on Facebook. You'll see it on YouTube or whatever. I appreciate you guys listening. I'll talk to you soon. Always. Jah first. Bless.